Take a breathtaking trip with Top Travel, brought to you by Halls and the power of menthol. Refresh, refocus, Halls. Breathe for it. Ungapheli umoya. Last week on Top Travel, we journeyed to Lesotho, felt the warm embrace of the Basotho people, and walked in the footsteps of dinosaurs. This week takes us to KwaZulu-Natal to ride the waves on horseback. We take the controls in our first flying lesson, picnic over the Umzimkhulu River, jump the Oribi Gorge, and rise above it all as we discover the source of the world's highest waterfall. Hey, you lovely people. I'm Ines Mbija.
Fez Mkhize here.
And you're watching
Top Travel.
We are headed somewhere familiar for the next leg of our journey. Hey, your home province, hometown, love.
Oh, KwaZulu-Natal, Kingdom of the Zulus. I'm Zulu, and I know I'm going to be feeling so good being back on home soil. Trust me, you're all going to fall in love with my home province. Let's not waste any time.
On the road we go, hey?
Back on it. It is very exciting. Being able to go back home, it's always fun times, but knowing that we're going to be going home to have all the adventures that we have planned makes me more excited than usual.
Yeah. It feels a bit crazy that we're driving through Sandton right now, and we're soon going to be driving through mountains and that beautiful KZN landscape. But I'm looking forward to the wide open spaces. As road trips go, you're looking at 8 hours from Jozi, down the N3 onto the N2 South. Plenty of time for a few favorite albums, a playlist or two from DJ Fez, and next thing, the turnoff says Oribi Gorge Nature Reserve. It's here that the Klassen family realized the gem they had and decided to share it by opening the Gorge private game lodge and spa. Hi.
Hello. Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So lovely to have you here. We are so happy to be here.
Oh, come in, let me show you around.
Thank you.
As reveals go, this one unfolds in the most understated way.
Breathtaking. I grew up close to the Oribi Gorge, and I know you have a special affinity to it.
Yes, so I grew up here in Port Shepstone and went to Port Shepstone Senior, Junior High School and studied in Maritzburg. And then in 2008, I had an opportunity to come back to the family farm. So my dad bought the farm originally in 1966, and I'm one of 6 children. We all grew up on the farm. I then went to Joburg for 15 years, and the idea of building a lodge and doing something different here on the South Coast, because there's not a lot of 5-star properties on the South Coast. So this was just a dream.
Our stories are so similar. I grew up here, traveled, went to Cape Town, then to Joburg, and it's so beautiful coming back and seeing this landscape and appreciating it even more.
Yes, so beautiful. To have a property that's built right on the edge of the gorge, you just get to experience something different from looking up. In Cape Town, you're actually looking up at the mountain, where here you can look down and just, yeah.
It's so immersive. You are basically in the landscape, a part of it, in every little pocket of the space.
Yes.
It's so special.
So all these rocks that you see were actually dug out of the lands when my mom was planting sugarcane. And then when we started building, we had all these mountains of rocks. So we decided to clad the outside of the buildings with rocks. So it's low maintenance, and it also blends in so beautifully with the cliff faces. The buildings are circular, and the idea there was the beehive-shaped Zulu hut, so sticking with the Zulu kingdom. Oh. But that wouldn't work really well in KZN with all the rain and the humidity. So the buildings are built out of concrete and then cladded with stone on the outside. And here we are.
Wow, I can see that circular shape, rondavel, leads you to this amazing view.
Yes, and the glass in the front allows you full floor to ceiling views of the gorge. The sunset is right down there in the middle of the gorge. So you get beautiful sunsets here from the balcony.
I also love how you've used a lot of concrete here, which is really hard wearing, but I know it patinas really nicely over time, almost like the rock face around us.
Yes, it does. It does. It ages naturally like the rock faces, and so do the rocks and the cements and everything. So everything's kind of low maintenance.
It's a little cheesy, but the gorge is literally gorgeous. The decor is my style. There are lots of serene pockets where you can sit and just relax. I mean, it's stunning.
And as a Zulu person, I always love when our culture is honored in this way, out of respect to the people who come from this kingdom.
And what a kingdom.
With such a bold machine, you can't help but explore. Just heading out for breakfast or some morning exercise is an excuse for adventure, which is how we ended up starting our day here.
I used to walk down Port Shepstone beach when I was younger, trying to get myself stronger, training, which is actually why we're here today. We are going to be getting a workout in, but you're only ever as good as what you put into your body, which is why we quickly need to fuel up before we get to it.
What have you got for us, Fez?
The Kellogg's Granola Cocoa Delight.
I see it says high in energy.
Yes, that's because it's got granola clusters, cocoa, as well as pea protein to give you that sustained energy through the day. And the protein allows for a nice slow release of energy. It regulates your body nicely, and it's gonna help us with our workout.
Nice.
Fez had me doing my best drickus duplicy, which in these surrounds felt pretty zen. It must be living by the sea that does it, because whether it's the people of the South Coast or even the horses, things are so chilled down here.
Wow, look at this.
Good morning. Pleased to meet you. Welcome to Selston Park Estates.
Hi, thank you so much. Oh, the sun is out and the ocean is looking incredible.
Every day is a new day.
These horses look quite burly and strong. What breed are they?
This is a Percheron cross. Okay, it is a pony. All right. Then we've got our big Percherons over there.
Wow.
Okay. They are draft horses. They are my gentle giants.
I love it.
So we are going to go out. We're going to have a nice peaceful ride. I'm going to give you your helmets. That is a family, a mother and her 2 daughters. So you'll be all good.
Wow, these horses are massive. I don't actually think I've been on a horse this big in my life, and I'm getting a bit nervous. And on Polly, one clean mount. She's very calm, very beautiful. I can't wait to get out there.
So I've got Tasha here, the mom of the group. Bit smaller than Polly, but you can see the resemblance.
I've been to Marina Beach a few times with family, friends, and it's always a fun experience, but I've never been on the back of a horse. It's a totally different perspective. As you can see, I look like a hero about to set out on an adventure. My beautiful companion.
Me or the horse, Fez?
I mean, it looks good on me, eh, Polly?
There's something about seeing a horse's mane blowing in the wind and a distinguished gentleman on her back that makes it feel like this is something out of a novel.
This is the beauty of the South Coast here in KZN. You can enjoy the water, the breeze, the waves while getting on the horse, but the water's so warm, you can also jump in and swim. I wanna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
I've had a couple of moments on horseback. It's something I've loved since I was a little girl. This is a lovely, peaceful experience. My horse is calm. I feel like we're connecting energy-wise. So just a wonderful way to start a morning.
Just ahead, it's a beautiful thing that Fez's hometown is the place we both learned to fly. And romance is a table for 2 on the Umzimkhulu River.
Be free to enjoy your travels with citrus soda for relief from heartburn and indigestion. Beat the burn with citrus soda. And remember, citrus soda is also effective in treating the symptoms of urinary tract infections.
We're here at the World of Wings at Nkomas in the South Coast, and it is a beautiful day to take flight. This flight school allows you to get a taste of what it's like to be up in the air, and maybe it's the first step to becoming a recreational pilot.
Okay, slow down, Fez, slow down. It is going to be incredible seeing your hometown from the sky. I mean, these lush rolling hills, the ocean as well. It's going to make for some incredible vistas, and I can't wait to get started.
This is an experience, being able to say that I've flown an aircraft, and to do it with Ness makes it just that much sweeter. Welcome to my flying school, World of Wings.
Amazing,
Yeah, beautiful
amazing.
place.
Noel, you're our pilot for the day. What can we expect up in the air?
So we're going to have the wind blowing. It's going to be a little bit bumpy, but we'll bring you back safely. So we'll go out here, down to the beachfront. We'll give you the controls of the aircraft, see how you fly.
And what can you tell us about these two aircrafts?
Well, they're light sport aircraft, so they're the new generation type aircraft as opposed to the Cessna and Cherokee type aircraft. They're made now for a cheaper version of flying. They are a lighter scale and very easy to control, and yeah, fun and enjoyable.
How safe are these light sport aircrafts?
It's as safe as you make it, as the pilot is. An aeroplane doesn't crash, it's the pilot that crashes an aeroplane, if we have to go that far. But with experience, and time in the seat, flying has become safe. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go into our lecture briefing room. We're going to sit down and just give you an input in the aircraft of what to expect. We're going to demonstrate the controls to you in our lecture room. It's just an indemnity and an idea on the education of flying.
There's going to be a moment where both of us are going to take the control. First step to becoming recreational pilots. It's done.
I know.
It's done.
Pilot Ness in the works. She's coming now. I mean, I'm getting into
Let's
it.
go! Let's go! Yeah, let's go!
I admit to having a little Top Gun moment here.
How about we get on then?
Let's go. Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds good.
Wow, wee, the black stallion, hey?
So it's a snug fit, huh? Bum in first.
It feels surreal to be inside the cockpit. There are lots of dials and buttons.
Safety first, always.
The nerves are mounting. I can feel the fear. Pilot's headset going on here. This is the real deal, guys.
Checks. Time to put the headsets on.
The propeller starts moving and you can feel the engine starting to gain their thrust.
I can hear the roaring. Okay, my heart's in my chest.
I'm ready, Brad.
I can feel my heart beating quicker and quicker. It's becoming more real that this tiny little machine is going to take me thousands of kilometers up into the air.
Okay, so maybe not thousands of kilometers, but what I can tell you is the excitement gets the better of you.
I'm ready. Nkomas, let's see how you look.
That little yellow bird had to work a bit harder getting two guys off the ground.
Okay, the takeoff is super comfortable. I'm starting to see everything get smaller. It feels like I am soaring into the sky. The sun feels good on my face. And the landscape is breathtaking.
The views become more and more expansive. You can see as far as Durban to one side. I think it's Richards Bay on the other, but the coast is what really grabs my eye. You can see the beautiful ocean and she is shining, glittering in splendor.
The south coast from the sky is a whole different south coast. And to see it in this way makes me appreciate all the things that I used to take for granted.
The time has come for me to take over and I still don't quite know what I'm doing, but this plane is so sensitive, just slight movements to the left and right and I can feel the entire engine pitching. It is a surreal experience to be able to feel myself taking control of this aircraft.
Now we're out by the sea. Taking over controls seems a bit more doable because it's not as bumpy as when we were inland. Okay, my hands are there and it's just keeping the horizon right there, level. 3-finger breaths. It feels so comfortable. Wow, I'm flying. Coming into the landing, there were a few more pockets of lumps and bumps than I remembered. I have full faith in my captain, as I should. The ground keeps coming closer and closer. Ah, amazing.
Almost like it's ending too soon. I never thought that I would want to stay inside an aircraft for longer than we have, but I really do. It feels like being out in the air has taken my heart. I didn't really have flying a plane on my bucket list. I mean, that kind of exceeded all expectations and dreams that I had. But now that I've done it, I can't imagine not having taken the leap and faced this fear.
I'm framing this photo for the world to see. Until we've officially got our wings, it'll have to be back to 4 wheels for Maverick and me. But a 4x4 still gets you to most places worth seeing, and wow, did we have one of those in store.
We're heading off for a lovely sunset picnic together. Just a nice romantic, cool, chilled vibe for you and me to end off a really lovely day.
I'm a bit peckish.
A bit peckish, eh?
A little bit.
Okay.
Of all the dozens of romantic picnic spots you can hike to, through the indigenous forests and along the Umzimkhulu River below, this one takes the cake.
So adorable.
Oh.
Happy love life.
Oh. Incredible.
This is the Gorge.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I mean, that's insane. Ooh.
You didn't tell me your hometown was so beautiful.
I didn't even know it was this beautiful. Wow.
Oh, what an epic day, hey love.
It's so beautiful because we've had so many travels, but I've found that there are different perspectives that I've seen being here and being at home, and then getting to share them with you means that part of my home is becoming part of you.
Yeah, I mean, this whole day I've been imagining little fairs running around, you know, getting up to mischief, as we know you did. But it's nice to have a full circle moment with you.
2 hometowns and finding different ways to see them.
Cheers.
If we'd made the 8-hour road trip from Joburg just for this picnic, it would have been worth it. Up next, how to reach the national speed limit in just 2.5 seconds. Attach yourself to the Oribi Gorge swing and let gravity do the rest.
Enjoy the journey when you've packed Scopex in your travel bag. Scopex helps with conditions associated with gastrointestinal spasms. So, to ensure stomach cramps don't spoil your getaway, always keep Scopex handy.
Now to some, this is a serene waterfall. To others, it's a chance to jump off the equivalent of a 55-story building in a 120 km/h freefall.
Oribi Gorge is known for its beautiful viewpoints and the animals that are teeming all around it, but also for having the world's highest gorge swing.
Being able to see it from up high and then after just a couple of seconds from down low is going to be a heart-wrenching moment for me. But then also doing some abseiling, which I've never done before, is definitely going to be a highlight.
It's going to be a good day.
Oh, morning.
How are you?
Hi.
Good. How are you?
We are a mixture of emotions, let's just put it that way.
Okay, welcome to the Oribi Gorge Wild 5 Adventure. Here at Wild 5 Adventure, we got the Wild High Swing and the abseiling. If you're going to do the swing, you're going to need the harness, a fully body harness, and the helmet and the gloves. And these connections here, it's got 12 tons, so it's very safe.
Sounds really good, man. Let's do this.
Let's do it. And this is where it begins.
I lose my necklace.
Always the harnessing up that makes it real.
It's a full body for real. It's making sure I'm all harnessed up. The more harnessed, the better.
This is all for you guys. this.
We do this for you. We rock, paper, scissored the last time to see who was going to get to choose to jump.
Okay, so we're gonna do it again. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. It's all in the mind. Okay, I think I'll go first.
Hey!
Why not?
Bijou!
Courage? Don't fail me now.
Going down that staircase should be an activity in its own right because my heart is pumping and I don't have a safety line here, so my heart is skipping into high gear. And so it begins. Getting closer and closer to the edge here. Got all my GoPros ready. We've got to capture this moment. If you don't capture it, it's never happened, right? Whoa! I've arrived on the platform, which is basically just a stack of rocks beside a waterfall. My heart is jumping out of my body. There's that little voice inside my head being like, why are you doing this, Nessie? What are you doing here?
This jump, it's 165 meters, but when you jump, you only free fall about 75 meters, whereby you feel like there's nothing holding you. And then you feel the rope holding you when you get to the bottom, when you start swinging. Then we'll let you swing down there, maybe about 10 seconds, then we'll pull you back. You come back straight to where you jumped from.
All right, the moment has arrived. My heart is beating in my chest, guys, but it's beautiful up here.
Okay, please lean back. Once I release the rope, you'll feel like it's pulling you because the jumping rope, there's a weight on the jumping rope. So you don't need to worry about that because I'll be also supporting you at the back, which means I'll be holding you.
Here, I'm gonna go over. Have you got me? It's time to walk up towards the edge. And the thing that really takes me by surprise is the weight of this rope. I mean, I'm just about 50 kilos myself, and this rope is definitely much bigger. So I'm feeling like I'm almost going to be taken over the edge without my free will, and that really gets my fear going. Wait. No. Wait, everybody. Can I just take a deep breath, center myself for a moment? It doesn't really help. I can feel my heart basically in my skull. It's gone. And all I can see is my legs flailing beneath me and the ground that's coming closer and closer. We did it! My heart is beating. I'm kind of lost for words. After about a second, I catch my breath and I can actually just enjoy the experience of flying through the sky. And the adrenaline is still pumping through my body.
Oh. See, so it told me that this rope would be heavy. Him clipping it on and then letting me feel it is a whole other experience. It's almost like it's pulling me, calling me to make the jump. 3, 2, 1, go! Let's go! I'm flying in the air. It doesn't feel as heavy when you're in the air, this little rope. Wow. These experiences really take my breath away.
It's kind of beautiful, you know?
It's a memory bank moment.
It's kind of serene.
I'm so happy that I did this one. I'm so proud of Ness for jumping first. I'd do it again and again. After that jump, it's just going to be letting go and abseiling all the way down. It seems like it's a perfect way to round off this gorge experience.
We abseil with 2 ropes, safety rope and the belay rope. In Buffalo Prega, you can take like this, then you're gonna stop. And make sure you don't, I say tinti ilo figure 8, because the iso be issues. Okay.
Oh, Brian's given us that beautiful crash course. It's about 110 meters down, and there's a little section there, 25 meters, where you might not be able to stand, and so he says that you can actually release. So this rope is going to be your anchoring rope. It allows you to slide down a nice figure 8, and then we're gonna have a safety rope where we can also hold. This is the one where you can give some slack and allows you to walk back.
The start of the abseil is so much harder than I thought it was gonna be, because at the start of heading off that cliff, you don't feel the safety or hold of that harness at all. It's like you're free falling, which goes against all of your natural instincts. I think Brian notices that that's how I'm feeling, so he lets me step down a little bit deeper. I feel the safety of the harness, and then it's much easier to lean back. Okay. Once I get into the groove, I start to just enjoy the ride. And for me, this starts to feel like the most epic adventure I've had, probably one of my coolest experiences, because there's a mixture of the adrenaline, my heart is pumping, but there's a little bit of stillness as well, which is what I love, to be able to take some deep breaths, look around at the beauty, and just enjoy the moment.
Hanging off this cliff is nerve-wracking. I think I like it when I can do something very quickly and kind of embrace it. This is gonna take some time, and I'm starting to realize when you do these, you got to trust the equipment.
Fez was totally into this thanks to every action movie he's ever watched. But in reality, everything slows down as you descend, and you find yourself quite centered.
Halfway through, and I'm getting the hang of this, just releasing the slack. It makes me feel safe that I can control it, so it isn't as bad as I initially thought. I just need to make sure I'm taking one step and then the next. Hometown bliss is the best way I can describe these last few adventures. It's so funny because growing up in a place, you almost overlook some of the things that everybody enjoys. And for me, I've had an eye-opening experience with all of the adventures and all the viewpoints that South Coast has to offer.
We're not done with KZN. Next, stay tuned for the rest of the episode where we take ourselves to the mountains. We are ready for even more adventure. You're watching Top
Travel.
Come on, man.
Huh? We're ready.
Refresh, refocus. Take on the breathtaking mountainous views. Halls, breathe for it. Ungapheli umoya. Leaving Oribi Gorge, heading up the coast, then back inland, the scale of what we just experienced was about to get supersized in the full drama of the Drakensberg. But first, a spaza shop stopover because our supplies were running low. Here in the Royal Natal National Park, we're going in search of Monte sauce, literally the source of both the Tugela and Orange rivers, a quest which this car was made for.
Wow, what a drive this is, hey?
Incredibly smooth too. I mean, looking at all of these rocks and boulders, you'd think that it would be a lot jerkier, but it is a phenomenal Land Rover experience. Hey! Wow, look at that view.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Mind-blowing, actually.
You understand exactly why they call it Dragon's Mountain.
Dragon's Mountain? Is that what
so
Drakensberg
like,
means?
Yeah, Dragon Peaks. Yeah. We have arrived in the Drakensberg, and it does not disappoint. Wherever you look, you see mountain peaks, and it almost looks like there's a blanket of grass that's just covered over them. It's stunning, eh?
I mean, it's my favorite place to be up in the mountains. There's just something that invokes a feeling of freedom up here. You know, it's the fresh air, the wide open spaces, the views. So really looking forward to seeing more and more of these Dragon Mountains, as you call them.
Yep. Excited? Scared?
Yeah, a little bit of trepidation. We're gonna be climbing up the mountain. I've heard that there's some chain ladders, lots of interesting terrain that we're gonna be going through, but hey man, I'm always up for the adventure. When it comes to outdoorsy mountain exploration, that's my thing.
This is the last piece of level ground before the top. From here, the temperature drops sharply and the sense of anticipation is off the scale.
We've arrived. Let's go meet Lungelo, our guide. Oh, we're super excited to start this hike. What are we gonna see?
The hike we're gonna be doing is 7 kilometers. So right in front of you, there's Sentinel Peak, and we're gonna be having 1.5 hours, which will be the worst part of the trail. And then We just follow the contour line after that, all the way to the chain leathers, which is the highlight. And obviously there is waterfalls as we're moving closer to the campsite.
Oh, I'm so keen to be doing a hike. You know I love anything that gets the blood going. And the surrounds are breathtaking.
Nothing like that fresh mountain air. I actually cannot wait for this.
Hiking up here is such a great experience because I'm surrounded by beauty and the air feels so crisp in my lungs. Maybe it isn't going to be too hot.
The first part of the hike is always my favorite because it gets your heart beating, the blood starts pumping, and I really like to incorporate some deep breaths just to really take in the present moment. After the initial slow gradient, the path starts getting a little bit more tricky. My breath starts quickening as well, but the views become even more epic. Oh, wow.
Whoa. The ascent was a little challenging, but standing here looking at what is a sheer fall down and this entire landscape, it's worth every single step, and the sound is amazing.
Ow, oh!
Top travel! It's like there's 3 of me.
This view is so epic that your mind can't actually compute what it's seeing because it's so vast. I mean, you've got this sheer cliff face, which basically looks like it's paper thin, and then layers upon layers upon layers of mountain. The depth of the view is awe-inspiring.
So far so good.
So far so good, feeling strong.
Well done, well done. So right now we're looking at the eastern buttress, and then in the middle, that funny pointy rock, it's called Devil's Tooth.
Hey.
You know, and then as you come along, that's the Amphitheatre, that platform over there.
It feels like we're quite high up. What is the meterage up here?
So right now we are at 2,840.
Wow.
And we're gonna be camping at 3,000, almost 3,200.
Wow. Trekking through the mountains has always felt like medicine to me. It's like a moving meditation. And hearing Lungelo talk about his experiences, he's talking about how grounding walking through the mountains is, how it aligns his energy. And I really feel like I'm aligned with his spirit.
This World Heritage Site has been a source of wonder and awe for thousands of years.
Drakensberg is also known as Ukhahlamba, which is the barrier of the spears in Zulu. I can see why. Everywhere I look, I just see little points.
I've always loved hiking. It's one of my favorite pastimes, but it's really interesting to have different types of terrain to navigate through the Drakensberg. I have no idea who spent all of their time laying down these paved stones, but I'm very thankful to them because it does make the more sheer parts of the hike a little bit easier. Approaching this little ladder, I'm wondering if this is the ladder that everyone's been hyping me up about. It doesn't look like much, but Lungelo soon confirms that this is child's play compared to what we are heading into.
Although the angle of the climb only gets more and more vertical, it is still manageable for people of all ages. If you're fit enough, you can do it.
Woo-wee! So we're about 3/4 of the way through the trek. It's been an epic ride so far. Now time for some adrenaline.
This is it. These are the chain ladders you always hear about. We have 2 chains. So that one over there, without the rings, obviously, it's more shaky. So it's not really solid on the rock. So I'd recommend this one because you can make a room as you climb up because you can hold on to the rings. So the trick is 1 step at a time. If you feel like you want to stop and take a breather, do so. If you feel uncomfortable, let me know then so that I can assist.
I'm not a fan of pushing myself to new heights, literally. I'm climbing up the ladder rung by rung, and at first it feels like child's play. Psh, come on, man, I've been through much worse. But I get to the middle part, take a little glance down, I see how high up I am, and my heart starts beating 1 step at a time. As they always say, a deep breath is the best remedy, and I just keep climbing.
Let's go! Yo! Yeah,
We're all gonna be able to
she's making really good headway.
Let me go there.
Actually, She's so light, and the chain can handle her. The wind isn't even phasing her.
This ladder does feel nice and sturdy. The view from up here is incredible, and I'm actually kind of enjoying the climb. Let's go!
Look at Ness go. I'm always proud of her when she goes out there and she does things that she might not always want to do, like going up these kind of ladders or heights. It makes me really love her and appreciate that she is an adventurer just like me.
And what I love about this man, he doesn't sweat the small stuff.
As you can see, it looks like an easy hike, but the shoes take quite a pummeling. But you know what? As long as I got the soles. Climbing up here, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous because Ness can go up. She's a bit lighter. I'm about double that weight. I'm hoping that this medieval contraption can hold me up. Just step by step, I can do it.
You don't have to take the chain ladders. Anyone who just can't deal with that vertical climb can take another route they call Beacon Buttress, which allows you to summit via a steep gully to the top. So don't let fear of heights or ladders stop you from coming.
Talk about invigorating. After a hike, the thing you need is a potentially death-defying feat to get your heart pumping and wake you up.
Well, you're gonna have to do it again because we've got another ladder coming up. Let's go for round 2.
Wind in the head, let's do it. Hey!
Holy, this one is less steep.
I don't know if Fez was getting my best side, but this is no place for vanity. The ladder is the thing and nothing else.
It's really windy. What a view!
Lungi wasn't awarding points for style. He just wanted us up the mountain.
And that's how it's done.
Coming up, the reward that made all of that worth it. We taste water from the source, I get Italian delivered to my tent, and have this as a yoga studio. Refresh, refocus. Take on the breathtaking mountainous views. Halls, breathe for it. Unga peli umoya.
Find your wonderful. Jacobs, Wunderbar.
Here it is, the source of the Tugela.
The plateau, flat, no wind. It's almost like your reward, and all I see is green. Are those sheep? Listen to that. A symphony welcoming us as we get to our campsite next to the amphitheatre. Mother Nature's telling us we're supposed to be here.
Yeah, I mean, you almost feel like you're in the middle of someone's farm and you'd easily forget that we're at the top of the Drakensberg mountains right now. I don't even know how the shepherd got all of his sheep up here, but clearly he's very skilled.
Well and that.
Yeah.
Hey, ujang ba mudisa?
Kwa dua mudisa na kamuna. Ko han do puri de kam. Ana do mona dia ho. Hauna magata. Magata itloko tsena fela tsa dibutsi.
Ndrute ulitsa spari. Ai! Ai!
Oh, be va fare ho giù tjena se.
Okay. Okay. Good morning. Here we. Hey, is that a sheep that shouldn't? Is that a sheep that shouldn't? Hey. You're back, hey sheep.
Seeing Fez learn the ropes is hilarious. I've never heard someone laugh as deeply as that shepherd did watching Fez.
Okay. The hat can't help me, nothing can. I feel like I'm a shepherd already. One more. Hey, Bunna.
She is hard.
I had the hat, spoke the language. I think this is why he's up here and I stay all the way down with the common man. Right there. Where it belongs. Not good at everything.
At least we can pitch a tent. Now, as far as campsites go, this one sure takes the cake.
Wow, folks, we have reached our final destination.
And it is definitely worth all the effort, from the hike to the climb up the ladder, and now we're rewarded with this once-in-a-lifetime scenic view.
I mean, you know, we came here and it was super clear. You could see all the way to the bottom of this amphitheatre. But as time passes, you see the wind moving the clouds up. It almost feels like we're looking at the breath of the Dragon Mountains coming through.
Hey, look at that. Drakensberg, Dragons, I like it.
I can't wait to spend the night here. I think it's going to be a really moving experience.
Having set up camp, we crawl slowly to the edge. It's a long way down, and there are no guardrails to stop you from going over.
We're here at the Tugela waterfall, known as Tugela actually, because in Zulu, Tugela means to startle, and it almost seems apt. 945 meters, it just cascades beautifully down.
Interestingly enough, this waterfall used to be the second highest in the world, but after a landslide around 2021, it's now become the highest waterfall in the world. I mean, right in our backyard. How epic is that?
Standing here, when you turn, you almost get hit with that vertigo. I'm just gonna keep looking at all of you at home and let you appreciate it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Just right here, somewhere. Huh? And then of course we're here at the Amphitheatre. It was fun when I could kind of scream. Now standing here, I can see that it deserves reverence and respect, so I'll be stum.
Amphitheatres, devils, dragons, what more can you ask for?
Maybe a pop-up Italian bistro at 3,000 meters.
It's almost dinner time, and we're going to be having spaghetti and bolognese. As you can see over here, this is spaghetti, and then this is bolognese sauce with mince. And yeah, it's going to be a buffet, and hopefully everyone will enjoy it.
We have been traveling and seeing some of the absolute best accommodations, and it has been a lot of fun, my love. But I do also enjoy being able to be out in the wild and enjoy the scenery as Mother Nature intended.
With the clouds, the mercury does drop. Then again, we'd avoided the high temperatures and thunderstorms of summer. We'd also hit the jackpot in our choice of mountain guide.
Chef Lungi.
No, if I wasn't doing this, I was going to be a chef.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm trying to make the connection there between chef and mountaineer, business owner. Yeah. What the queen wants, the queen gets. I'm a waiter now. Hello?
Did someone say the queen?
Yeah, that I did. Bon appetit.
Thank you.
She doesn't even wait for me to go in. Huh?
Fez and I are lucky enough to have dined out at some of the best Italian and Sardinian spots across this land. But what I can tell you is that bolognese in your socks on top of Manta sauce cannot be beat.
Well, that's the first night in the Drakensberg, and there's been an experience that we can put into our memory box.
Yeah, it's been a really full day, full of adventure, adrenaline, great views, but also lovely moments with you. And I'm really looking forward to a nice toasty early night so we can catch that beautiful sunrise in the morning.
Anytime you might be feeling a bit jaded about life, where every color seems just another shade of beige, KwaZulu-Natal has just the cure.
My love, come see this.
Oh my God.
Early morning start. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit cold up here, but this view makes it worth it. Wow. This sunrise is pulchritudinous. Yes, I had to use the fanciest word I know to say beautiful, because the sunrise is giving everything. This is the way to wake up.
Absolutely breathtaking. The clouds have created almost like an ocean around the mountains. And when the light hits them, there's shades of pink, purple, white, blue. It is incredible.
The way to toast it is a kettle full of fresh mountain water and the finest brew. Never mind the lack of barista artwork in your coffee. If you want a pretty picture, look around.
Oh.
A wonderful start to the morning and a wonderful cup of coffee.
Nothing tastes quite like Jacob's in the morning, especially with a view like this. I couldn't ask for more. Oh wait, I'm also here with the love of my life. It feels like it's going to be an epic day just from the start.
This is truly a sight to see in your lifetime, and I hope that more of us South Africans come out here and explore our incredible backyard.
We couldn't leave without my personal way to mark such an extraordinary moment.
Always so lovely to start the day with yoga, especially when the air is as crisp as this, hey now?
A homegrown adventure into the log, and what an incredible one it's been. There's been beauty, there's been heartfelt memories from when I was young. I'm grounded, now I'm ready for something huge. Yeah.
Someone's pumped, I'm mellow, but either way, you've been along for the ride. It's been so good to have you guys. Tune in next time for another great adventure.
Breathe for it with Halls and stand your chance of winning a trip to Amsterdam with 2 return economy tickets on KLM Royal Dutch Airlines and 20,000 Rand spending money. KLM invites you to take a seat on board, enjoy the snacks and drinks that are included in your ticket, charge your phone, connect to Wi-Fi, or watch a movie. You could be the lucky top travel viewer to win this adventure of a lifetime by telling us how you take a moment to refresh and refocus with Halls. Comment on Top Travel's competition social posts by using hashtag TopTravelTV and hashtag Halls. Breathe for it. T's and C's apply. From the mountaintop to adventures beneath the sea. Next week, Top Travel takes you to Zanzibar.
Another feel-good production.